Every time I see a new Roblox kengan game, it makes me want to split my penis straight down the middle, butterfly hot dog style, because of how overused this format is. I swear to God, there are so many Roblox kengan games that are they're there. And they're not awful, but they're the same format every single time. But anyways, my name is Dr. Danny, and today's patient is Gakuran. I'll be rating this game today because I have seen so many people talk about it, play it, hype it up, think it's like the best thing ever. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this game, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm about to hit my subscriber goal of more subscribers. I already hit 1K, so I'm happy, but please subscribe, join my Discord community in the comment section below, because we do have quite tight-knit community of people that, we talk, play games, recommend games, and whatnot. But anyways, let's get started with the positive of this game, Gakuran. My biggest positive of this game is that it has a very good concept. I think what the developers were originally trying to get was a pretty good idea. It's a role-playing game, a high school role-playing game with fighting elements. Granted, the fighting wasn't necessarily supposed to be the whole thing. From what I've heard, it was supposed to be a general role-playing game, and I think that's a really good idea. I also want to touch on the fact that the graphics are really nice. I think the style of the game works in is really nice. I really like how when you talk, there's extra dialogue, it's like you're almost reading like a book from your text bubbles. I think that's really cool. I think there's a lot of positives in FX, how the game is built, what the game is trying to actually achieve. I think those are some of the biggest positives. I also wanted to touch on the music playing system. You actually can go to a music room and play guitar and drums and stuff like that. I think that's awesome. I really did enjoy that. That's another little tidbit of enjoyability in this game. I did enjoy that a lot. I'm kind of a sucker for rhythm games. Now, unfortunately, just how your ex would talk to her new man about you, there's very few positives and about a billion negatives. So we're gonna take a deep dive into that real quick. And I think one of the strongest things that is a negative in this game is lack of purpose in the combat. And I don't think this generally would be a bad thing with where the game is trying to go, but the community of the game is about 90% fighting. That's all they really seem to want to do, because the fighting style is like a kengan game, and kengan players tend to go where the new kengan games are, regardless of how good it is, regardless of the concept. They just want that type of fighting experience. Even though the combat is like a kengan game, and that seems to be what everyone wants to do, there's really not a whole lot to it. About everything that you can do with combat is all locked behind a paywall. That sucks, and I think that's generally because the devs didn't really have that in mind as being the whole part of the game. I mean, I guess they had some sort of idea that people would want to do that, because why would they make everything for Robux if they had no idea anybody would want to do it? They just make it like an in-game currency sort of thing. But literally everything you can do within combat or appearance or just about anything within this game is locked behind a Robux paywall. Granted, it's not a whole lot of Robux, it's like 5, but still, really, come on. At that point, just make it a currency. Maybe make it so you can do jobs around the campus, or something along those lines of playtime, rather than making you bust out a wallet, pay $5 of Robux just to spend 5 Robux on a shitty height difference or a different fighting style. That's just kind of greedy, I mean, honestly. And I don't really have a whole lot of beef with these devs. I don't think they generally did anything bad or was trying to make a bad game. But I mean, hopefully they'll fix it, because that really does suck that everything is behind a paywall. I also think the map could use some work. I mean, I really would like to see something outside of just the high school. I mean, maybe there is. Honestly, I didn't do a whole lot of exploring to a full extent, because there was so much fighting going on, and that's all there was to do. I was exploring for a little bit, talking to people, and then I just would get jumped. That's all I really could find to do, was fight people and then play the guitar. So maybe there is more to the map, but I'd like to see more extensions outside of just a high school to get more of the 2000 or 2007 high schooler experience. Then again, I'm pretty sure this game is in early access, so no hate to the devs. This is more of just helpful criticism to improve their game, because I think this game could actually be pretty good. They just need to incentivize things and make sure that the system of the game is more fleshed out, rather than just having mindless fighting and combat, or having everything behind a paywall. So overall, I think this game is very overhyped. I think it's garnered a lot of attention, and for relatively no reason other than the fact that it has a cool aesthetic for people online who like to LARP this kind of aesthetic, edgy little toys on Roblox. If that's you, no hate, I guess, but that's just how it is. It's not really a solid game. There's nothing really to do. I found myself bored after about 10 minutes of punching people, and they have to really flesh out more of their systems. It could be a good game. It could be fine. But right now, it's leaning more towards the side of forgotten kengan games that no one really wants to play with in a month. Then again, could have improvements, could do better. I just think it sucks. I had no fun on this game, relatively. I mean, for a minute, I was kind of getting flashbacks to Fistborn, if y'all know that game. I had a ton of fun in that. There's not a lot of diversity in combat besides M1, critical attack, parry, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, a lot to work on. I'll give this game maybe a 3 out of 10 on the Roblox scale, at least, of games. It has its good parts, but relatively bad. A lot to work on. Once again, no hate to the devs, because you guys are hard at work on this game, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. This is like early access. Overall, could be a good thing. Anyways, if you guys want to see more ratings or more videos, please make sure to subscribe again. Please join my Discord down below, because you know, I need more people in my community. I'm really lonely. I'm really sad. But yeah, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next one.